Obviously, this week, Super Bowl's coming up. We got NFC and AFC championship games coming up. You played some football, some college ball back in the day. You're also had some time in the NFL. What do you think the Super Bowl matchup's going to be? And if you had to predict a winner from that, what would you rock?
Man, I mean, the Bills and Chiefs is going to be a showdown. You know, I would like to see Philly. I would like to see the Eagles, pull through, get back in the championship game, and I don't know, man. I mean, Chiefs is the Chiefs. It's like it's hard to bet against them with the amount of success that they've had and just consistently, just such a great organization. But I don't know, man. Josh Allen's a stud too. I have extremely high regard for him when I watch him play. He's a freaking beast. So I feel like that game's going to be a toss up. But I'd like to see the Eagles versus the Chiefs or the Bills. Either one, I think is where I would go.
And if not saying you have to verse them, but which NFL player you think would make the transition best to the ring? Because I feel like there's some good ones.
Yeah, man. Um, I mean, I feel like Travis Kelsey could do some great stuff. I feel I'm trying to think. I mean, there's I don't know, bro. There's a lot of great like there's a lot of Derrick Henry would be a beast. you know,
Yeah, that
he's
you could.
he's a monster, bro. He's a monster. I don't know. There's a lot of guys that I think could make the transition from the league to WWE and do some great things. Lamar's crazy. Um, man, I mean, there's a ton of guys.
This Saturday night main event, a huge Intercontinental Championship match live on NBC. You and Sheamus went one-on-one a few months ago. It was interfered with Ludwig Kaiser, but it's you and him one-on-one should be this time. What are your thoughts? What should fans expect when they're tuning into this match between you and Sheamus? Because you guys, you know how the first.
Yeah, I think this is going to be extremely physical and hard hitting. Sheamus brings it every single time that he steps out there, and I think that a lot of people we need to respect that and pay our respects to that and the job that he's done for so long. Um, he's a veteran of the game, man. He's been around, 10, 15 years. He's a beast, man. So it's gonna be a big time fight. It's for the Intercontinental Championship, which he's never won. Um, it's I'm excited, man. I'm fired up. I can't wait to get back out there and wrestle and perform. I'm sure Sheamus feels the same way, but it's going to be a battle.
And on Raw a few weeks ago, we saw you two after he beat Ludwig. You guys had a little shout match, a nice little shove there. Talk about what he brings out of you, because it seems like you're already an aggressive wrestler. Everyone already knows that, but it seems like it's another side when you and Sheamus are in the ring together.
Yeah, I mean, I think just Sheamus is very very physical, and he elevates everyone. If you're not at that level of ready to just leave it all out there, I mean, he'll bring it out of you. He'll make you elevate to that level. Um, and I think I bring some of that to the table too. I think, I would like to consider myself very physical and very violent out there. And when you have two people that, sort of have the same mindset, it makes for a beautiful fight, man. It's gonna be a war.
And you become a fan favorite in your time already on the main roster. Everyone was a big fan of NXT, and then when you made that transition to Raw, you kind of just it was like a rocket ship. Talk about what you learned from your 2024 that you want to take into your 2025.
Yeah, I think it was a fun year. I think it was a lot of good things, a lot of positive things to take from this year going forward. Um, I think as much as I can learn from veterans and stuff is key. And I think just watching the product and learn from some of these older top guys, like Roman, CM Punk, Seth, Drew, some of these guys that have just been at the top for consistently for like a while is something that I definitely, need to pay attention to, continue to pay attention to, and just, just learn. Like I said, I'm just getting started. I'm a young buck still. So hopefully, 2025 should be the year for me. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be in, you know, Intercontinental Championship picture, continuing to be the champion, or maybe World Heavyweight Championship picture. I don't see any reason why that shouldn't be, have my name all over it.
And that I was going to ask you about your goals for 2025. Is that to obviously cement yourself as one of the best intercontinental champions of all time, but is to also propel yourself into the heavyweight title picture with Gunter and Aldo?
Yeah, I think priority number one is to be the best Intercontinental Champion that I could possibly be, and to elevate that championship and the meaning of it. But at the same time, I think the World Heavyweight Championship is something that also interests me as well, and is something that's very much within my reach.
And you mentioned a bunch of names before, Roman, Steph, CM Punk. I wanted to ask you, whether it's past or present, do you have like a dream opponent that you would step into the ring with and throw down with? I was wondering that.
Probably my dad or my uncle, either one of them. Back in their prime, in the 90s, 80s, and 90s, I think would be unbelievable that what we could do. Especially when they were on the road, and just, man, that would have been really fun.
Once again, this Saturday night on NBC, you and Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship match. For someone on the fence about tuning in, what would you tell them about why they should tune in this Saturday night?
I think that this is going to be the most physical battle of the year that we're getting ready to see. It's going to be the most violent WWE match up there in contention for the year, because I'm pretty confident in my ability and what I can do. I know Sheamus is as well. He's been around a long time. Um, we're going to beat the hell out of each other, and it's going to be a war. And our show is going to bring a lot of different levels and a lot of different aspects on Saturday night to sort of fulfill what we want to and what to get accomplished as a company. But I just don't foresee anything being like the Intercontinental Championship match. I don't.